and welcome to the Unspoken Podcast, your one-stop space for deep, unfiltered conversation about sexual, reproductive, and family health. Here, we break the silence on things left unsaid and challenge the norms that shape our life. Brought to you by the Free Tribe Network, a non-profit dedicated in this area through outreach, research, and projects. Today, we have a special topic, a topic that has to do with the heart. Today, our topic is Valentine, the good, the bad, the ugly.
Yeah, and Valentine, we all know that it's a season for different people. For some, it's a time to celebrate their romantic love with their significant other.
Oh.
While others, they celebrate with friends and families or just celebrate with yourself. Some other people, it's a time to mourn their heartbreaks. But whichever you fall into, we're here to discuss a healthy way to celebrate Valentine.
Not just discuss a healthy way to celebrate Valentine, we're going to be sharing some, should I say, unspoken stories, some juicy stories on people's worst Valentine, best Valentine, and their plans for this year's Valentine. So, first, let us what is Valentine goodness?
Not concerning me. But for real, it's a particular day that I'm just so interested. Not due to heartbreaks. I'm not mourning any heartbreak. But love is something that shouldn't be celebrated just in one day.
Okay.
It's something that should be a lifestyle for everyone. Whether you know the person or not, you express some sort of love towards the person, and that's what will make you to look out for someone else, maybe just in the boss, the person's money is falling off or something.
Oh yeah.
So it should be a lifestyle beyond just. Moreover, Valentine, now people see it as a time for proving their love to their significant other,
Especially with money bouquet.
Oh, it's a time for pressure. The pressure gets worse. I don't even understand it. So, Valentine, I go by what I said. Valentine
does not
concern me.
Well, historically, Valentine was what about Saint Valentine, a priest in Rome during the time of King Julius II, or is it the third? I'm not really sure about that.
Okay.
The Roman Empire were fighting against their enemies during that period, and King Julius decided that he made a critical observation that men are braver when they don't have family. They fight for their country more. So he banned marriages, expecting that, since they have nothing to return to, they will give their life for the empire. So a lot of young guys ran away from the city so they could marry. Some stayed in the city, and there were a few priests that still conducted weddings, and Saint Valentine was one of them.
Oh.
So he conducted, he got young people married both secretly and publicly. He was also known for his kindness and all that, because he was also a healer. He was like a doctor. So the king found out about it. He was arrested, then later beheaded. His head is currently in the museum in Italy right now.
Amazing.
He was a significant figure, and Christians celebrate him for his bravery, for keeping the sanctity of love, like helping those who wanted to fight for love, fight for love. And that's how Valentine Day came to be. It was Christian honoring Saint Valentine. It's a thing of marriage, actually. It started with the idea of marriage. Then a poet during the, Victorian era, made reference to St. Valentine's Day and St. Valentine for his love, made reference to it in his love poem to his wife. So that's how other people started using Valentine's Day instead of honoring Saint Valentine to express love to their significant other. Then America during the 19th century, they
blew it.
I've forgotten the name of the guy, but he commercialized it through creating gifts you can give your significant other on that particular day.
Valentine sales.
So that's how Valentine became what we know it as, a day of gifts and gifting. But it didn't really start like that. So when Valentine's Day, even before I knew this, when Valentine's Day comes by, it's just like, ooh, interesting. Let us see what people are going to do this year. That is just it for me. That is it for me. Whether it concerns me or it does not concern me, I value Valentine's Day because I see the effort people put into it.
Yes, actually.
Well, people that put good effort for good reasons into it. And I also value it because of the kind of drama that happens during Valentine's Day. I'm being serious, both publicly and privately.
Whoa.
Like, since the second week of January, the amount of people holding hands on the road have increased.
Oh my God.
Have increased, especially the ending, like last week of January. In every 10 people that passes you, like two, a guy and a girl that passes together, 4 of them will be holding hands. 2 will be Joe.
Everyone is just
catching
feelings, butterflies everywhere. But there are certain things that happens during Valentine that is so disheartening.
Yeah.
So disheartening. And one of it is the idea of the pressure to give into sex.
Oh. That's
it's
true.
So disheartening. A lot of people, because they want to prove their love, which in actual sense, love is an action word, yes, but it shouldn't be proven in that sense that you have to go as far as harming yourself, because sex is a lot of things. It's not just a one-time thing. Yes, even if it happens one time, the effect, it outlives that one time. The consequence, it outlives that one time. So I see a lot of people that, there's this thing people say, that those of you that did the do. We'll find out in November.
Oh yeah, November children.
So you get, and actually, if you say you're born in November, and I ask like what day,
okay,
and you're sometime around 15,
oh wow,
16, 17, I'm already giving you this out of
okay, do you know that I did not know that was a concept until when I was finishing university? I did not know. I thought that they were making like jabs at November born. I did not know that they meant it was from February. Like, I had to count it. Like, what exactly are they talking? What is wrong with November children?
Are you a November child?
I am not a November child.
Okay.
But then I was like, I am so close to November like this as well. I am not a November child. I had to calculate my own month backward. I'm like, wait though, because
hope this bullet didn't meet me.
I was like, wait though, because I found out that plenty of people are born on my month. I was like, wait though, Christmas. What are people doing on Christmas? So, but then the thing you said about the pressure of being physical, doing Valentine,
being intimate,
it's high, and in many cases it's not consensual, or should I say the person is manipulated into that act. Like, I have done all this for you, what are you going to give to me? Like, it's pretty
after
high.
All the bouquet, the money bouquet,
the
teddy that's so fluffy, and all the extravagant show of riches towards the significant other, and most times
He said the extravagant show of affection.
Affection.
Yeah.
Sorry. So the extravagant show of affection, I'm like, okay. So because most of the time is the guy that is showing this to, there are exceptions, but it's the guy showing like giving and giving to the girl, and maybe the girl wants to gift back with boxers.
that's gift, like that's thing.
I don't know where
getting
they got it.
guys.
I don't know where they got that
like,
idea from.
crazy.
But after someone has spent a lot of money on you and you want to reciprocate, so you're wondering what is that one thing that you can give that is of great value, and you look and you're like, I am the table.
Yeah.
I am the value here. So let me just give myself, because that's the idea that actually pushes a lady into giving herself.
And the sad part is that it's quite high with teenagers, secondary school and students. It's quite high because we went through secondary school, so we know what happened. We know what happened.
You won't feel among.
Oh, we know what happened. So, and there are many cases I've heard that in secondary school that it's not just the guy that did it. Like the plan that their Valentine's Day would be at one hotel like that. That is where they are going to do their Valentine. So it's not just the guy that is bringing it forth. It's the girl, and sometimes it is two of them. And in a lot of time, they enter inside trouble. Then they enter inside trouble. Like, they enter inside trouble.
Because what the children know, even if they would not admit that they are children, like, you're teenagers, you're in school, you're still in secondary school, so they are teenagers, right? So they are obviously still children. But even if they would not admit that they are children, that doesn't erode the truth, right? So they don't know, they've not gotten so much of exposure to know what to do with such feeling. I had the privilege of speaking to some teenagers, and I made them understand that the idea of sex is not a bad thing, but it's what you do with that idea or the feeling, because in adolescence your body is adjusting to things, your body is changing, so you're trying to adapt to that body change. But how do you, being that you don't know how, you've not been in that season before, you don't know what to do with the feeling. So that's where a lot of them, they feel, okay, because I feel this way towards this person, it's high time I just show the person, follow how we
everybody's
feel.
saying. Yeah, I think sex education, especially towards Valentine's Day, is very important for teenagers, for children. And the first person or the main person that should educate them about this is their parents.
From the home.
It should start from home. It should start from a place of comfort. So parents, please make sure you educate your children on sex education and on Valentine's Day, because there are a lot of, should I say, pressure and false ideas out there. Keep your children safe. For adults, keep yourselves safe. Like the amount, there is an article I read that I think the Good newspaper, there is speculations, well, I'm not sure they have concrete figures now, that STI increases during festive period, especially Valentine's Day. It increases during festive period, because a lot of people we did the do on the 14th. Then probably next week then we go for tests. Then they'll be getting a whole lot of positive.
And they're wondering
by the end of February, March, April, they'll be getting a whole lot of positives. So they already know that it started from a certain 14th of a certain month.
That was around the corner.
So STI, right? STI STI is something you should put in the back of your mind when making choices this Valentine period. Yes, you want to have fun. Yes, you want to be free and live your life, express your love. Please do. But keep in mind that there are pros and cons to your decision. So make informed decisions concerning what you do this Valentine. And make sure you choose to do whatever you want to do with the right person that understands, person that is not manipulative. Because see, HPP is increasing now. Was it last month we had Repo Matters at the Free Tribe Network, our HPV and cervical cancer awareness, and the statistics is crazy. It is high.
And I'm wondering, is it that people don't know about this?
I think people don't know / they don't care. That's what I think. People don't know / they don't care. Now, the information is out there. There's nobody that will not tell you, well, in Lagos, that they have not had like a whiff of STI. Whether it is HIV or it is the other sexually transmitted infections. But they know about it. A lot of people do not pay attention because when it is doing them, it is doing them.
Well, they say don't advise someone in love. So,
well, what are we doing here right now?
We are trying to make them understand the pros and the cons to things. So it's now left with them to make informed choices.
Make informed
choices in Valentine period. Another thing that I think we should also discuss is the mental
aspect of it.
People get pressured. You want to meet up. You're seeing the flow of cash around you, and it's not getting
money
to
bouquet.
You. So you're wondering, oh Lord, am I a spoon? Even if I'm a spoon, use me to drink. That kind of thing. So no, like it actually is a thing of concern.
Yeah, I think people put a lot of pressure on themselves romantically when Valentine approaches, because everybody is now showing off their significant other, and you want to do so. This now in this sector, we're not talking about being physical right now. We're talking about the mind. I know a lot of people that shut themselves down when Valentine is coming because of the fact that they are alone.
Valentine is coming.
Hey, where's your boyfriend? You are sitting at home. Lonely. Actually, I'm not a good person in that aspect because I sing it a lot to single people. Even though I am not having any significant other. But then it does not matter to me. As long as you are feeling it, I will help you. So I think people should guard their mind when they know that, okay, this is quite a serious thing for them, that they don't, like some people, their goal is that they should be married by now. That Valentine's Day, we should be wearing matching sweater.
With the African culture, it gets to a particular age, they're asking you, where is your husband? When are you getting married?
When are you going to give me grandchild?
Exactly. So Valentine just in a way heightens that pressure, and everyone is giving you side eye of, aren't you buying bouquet for no one and stuff like that.
Where is your expensive perfume?
He's giving Igbo brother. So, but these things that we are laughing at, they're actually
they're quite serious.
Yeah, very serious, because a lot of people, they go into depression. There is this mind pressure. There's this mind pressure to prove a point, to prove that you're not sulking in your loneliness.
Oh, you're not weird. For teenagers, it's like, oh, she's a weird person.
No one has asked her out.
That kind of stuff. So I think people should know that just because you don't have plans or you don't have somebody that is going to surprise you for Valentine's Day doesn't mean that you are a weirdo or you are less or you are
It doesn't
bad.
mean you have bad character.
And some of
But
you
if you have
actually do
bad character, change.
Yeah, if you have bad character,
Change. But it doesn't necessarily mean that you're a bad person. It might just be that you have the right standards for the right reasons, and the right person hasn't come by yet.
You will find
so
the right
definitely the person will come by someday.
Exactly. You just keep calm and still, like, there's something I read. If you like continue to do goodness, and goodness will come to you.
You continue to do me.
And
okay.
I say will come to you
on the lighter.
So yeah. If you need to plug us from social media, please do.
Yeah.
Not that you should be angry at everybody and shut everybody out. No. There are people that care about you. But if you need that, okay, I do not want to see people's status, or I don't want to go on Instagram, especially Instagram and TikTok. Please, just stay away from it. Just stay away.
Just stay away from social media for the bits. Like,
yeah. If you need to pray. The prayer meeting that day.
Yes. If you need to attend a program if you need to attend an activity that would take your mind off it completely. If you want to be in the midst of friends, you can just throw a house party. Or it might not even be, it might just be a sleepover. House party you say is in the era of but it might not be a house party, it might just be a sleepover.
Or get together.
Or it might just be in your house. Think of something fun to do that
take yourself out.
Redirect your focus.
Wait, don't go out because you say love this.
Don't go out. Stay inside.
Because
it's not a time for saying we outside. No, stay inside.
It's not time for you to say I want to take myself out, because everywhere you go,
it will be so obvious that you are lonely.
Yes.
Actually, because you're obviously lonely. But yeah, we're just trying to say that do something that catches your attention and helps you redirect your focus. With that, you can be able to black out of all the shenanigans, all the show of affection, all the love noises going on social media in your environment. Okay, all we are just concerned about is your mental health, because it takes one who is mentally stable to make right choices. If you're mentally stable, you can be able to make informed choices. So we are really concerned about your mental health, and we want you to understand that things evolve. Things evolve, but you must be able to accept the change of the now.
Just because you are one now, that does not mean you cannot be 1 + 1 = 1 in a few months' time. So now we're going into the anonymous messages were sent. The Unspoken Podcast have an anonymous account. We put it out for people to share their worst, best, or plan for this year's Valentine. So we're going to be reading some of it, and I'll go first.
Okay.
And this one I quite like, because when I saw it, I was like, what?
I can imagine people. Well, let's get into it.
Okay, so my worst Valentine was doing my NYSC. My girlfriend and I met up after CDS and went to my place. We had a special moment. Suddenly, she seized up with asthmatic attack, and her inhaler wasn't with her. For a few moments, the world stopped. That day, I became a doctor. I turned her upside and began punching her legs.
I'm really shocked. I can imagine the sight of it. Asthmatic. It's giving God I've catch you.
Send me message.
Whoa. Never, I don't think you will ever try that again. Because how would you tell someone that, please come and help me? Like, do you get, like, how will you call your neighbors
Like,
to come and help?
especially in the position that they were
in. What would you explain?
Like, you just run
Are you
outside
in the
naked. But then, there's something I picked up from this. If you have a significant other that has a medical condition that requires medication that they must have with them all the time, if you are planning fun, please make sure that the person is with their medication.
Yes.
Because you don't know what would happen. Like, if he wasn't a strong person, would he be able, or probably the girl was big, would he be able to turn her upside down and punch her leg? You know, that is how you...
Punch her, meaning she must have been big. Because imagine someone like me, you want to punch me.
No. Like, when you punch the feet of an asthmatic patient, it helps to...
get the person back.
Yes.
Oh, that's
news. It's a thing. It's actually something you can do. But then it's just better to have your inhaler with you.
Like, at least.
Like, my own is, what if the girl was of larger size? What if the guy was of smaller size? What if they were kids?
Well, that's why we said don't make uninformed choices. Ensure that whatever choice you're making, you've planned it, you've thought it out.
Exactly.
Through and through, you know that yes, this is what we want to do. And don't make those choices if you're kids. What do you know? Like, no, really, like, don't make those choices. You're meant to be facing your books, not making choices of, okay, do we really want to do this? Do we want to get into it? Come on, face your books. Really, that's only when you can start making informed life decisions.
Well, for me, I think as a teenager or as a child, anything you cannot openly tell your parent that, oh, I'm going to do this, don't do it.
Same applies to older people.
Don't do anything there's something I usually tell my friends when they're planning something and it's a bit shady and it's probably not good for them. So I tell them that anything you cannot openly say with 5 people around, 5 different kind of people around, don't do it. Don't do it. Whether they are your friends or they're not. If you cannot say it openly to 5 people, we're not talking about crowd, we're talking about 5 people where you can still do crowd control or people control. If you cannot openly say it, don't do it. So that's what I usually tell people.
I'm still yet to recover from that part, but well, thankfully, it didn't lead to the other side, because who will he explain to that this was the reason, this was what happened? They will say, if it's now, I don't know when this happened, but if it's now, they'll say person is a ritualist or a... Do you get that?
Or he used
her, exactly.
Especially if they were of different ethnic group, and since this is NYC, that means they're in another state that they have never been before.
Oh.
So imagine.
Whoa. Okay. So let me read one of the anonymous messages. Sadly, Valentine means different things to different people, and many don't even know what the day stands for, obviously, or how it came about. Hence, taking the opportunity to take advantage of sexual pleasures. So I think this person is speaking to what Valentine means to the person, or what is the person's take on what Valentine is. So the person is saying that I'll be ministering the mind of God to anyone part-time. So instead of caring about Valentine, I kind of like this. Instead of caring about like
evangelism,
please, I say get engaged, do the Lord's work. No, like really,
spread the gospel.
Exactly, the gospel is love. So do the Lord's work. Teach on true love. Let people know that this is love personified. But in real
Well,
like what we're just trying to say is get focused on something else.
Yeah.
Get focused on something else so you wouldn't be pressured into unnecessary sexual pressure or pressure to keep up or meet up and stuff.
Yeah. And I love the fact that he pointed that some people do not even know what it means or how it originated. Which is why I am so happy that we spoke about the history of Valentine and how it started, what it actually means, and the fact that there is a head of a person in Italy named Saint Valentine.
Museum.
Oh, it's in a museum.
Yeah, I said in a museum.
Yeah, but the head is there. I even have a picture of it, but I will not show anybody. Don't worry, you can Google it yourself. It's right there. So, the next one I have is I am not a Valentine person.
Oh, that's my kind of person.
I love how it's just straightforward.
So, like,
I am not a Valentine person.
You already know your choice. If you're talking Valentine, you don't talk to this person because
is that why
the person is not a Valentine
so
person.
The person is not a Valentine person, so it's not wearing red. The person wears orange like you.
Whoosh. Okay. No offense. But really, that's my kind of person.
All right.
So let me read mine. I once went on a
What?
I once went on a blind date set up by a friend on Valentine's Day. The guy showed up an hour late, reeking of alcohol.
Yeah.
During dinner, he kept checking his phone and even took a call from his ex, arguing loudly. Oh my God.
The audacity.
To top it off, he forgot his wallet.
Oh,
he forgot his wallet.
Oh, wow.
And asked me to cover the
Now we collect
to cover
his
the bill.
number. Send my account number. We will divide this into two.
No, what is collect his number? You'll be the one that will hold down there now. I will pay for my food. That's why Vex money is good.
Oh, wow.
I actually don't. One thing I do is I don't go out if I don't have money to cover for myself.
Oh, that's good.
And that also helps me to be content. I don't say because someone else is paying, I now want to eat heaven and earth. Today I'll eat for 1 month. That kind of thing. You know, a lot of people. I just remember a skit that the person was ordered 10 fufu wraps at first outing. But seriously, some people, they just take advantage of people because of, in the name of, I want to take you out. So in a situation like this, I'll pay for myself. I will pay for myself and I will leave you there. So because you came an hour late. I don't think he even apologized for coming an hour late.
Probably they asked, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. With alcohol
so much
coming out from his
like
breath.
Why?
Then I think she is quite patient and probably a generous person because she waited an hour. Once it is 30 minutes, I have overtried. I will carry my bag. If I don't order anything because I'm already there, I will carry my bag and I will go.
And one thing I believe personally is, so this is just like personal standard or principle. If you don't value my time, if you're someone I know that always, either you call me and you're wasting my time, or when we meet up, you waste my time. If you don't value my time, you obviously don't value me.
Yeah.
So, and if you don't value me, I don't want to be around you.
Oh.
So, like, that's just how it spiraled down into, if I see that you don't value my time, you're not someone I want to be around. So for 1 hour and you're coming, your breath is oozing alcohol and you forgot, bro.
Like,
you forgot your wallet.
Because how did you get there?
Amazing.
How did he get to the location?
Well, he lives a stone throw by.
Probably he drove his own car.
You will wash plates. Oh my God.
All right, so this person said, I will be at a retreat feasting on the word.
Oh, it will be at a retreat feasting on the word. Amazing. Just like person has said, it will be evangelizing.
Oh yeah, I think they are going to probably meet up at one point.
So if you're of the Christian faith and you have church service that period, this is just giving you a hint.
Oh,
go to church.
I like church services during Valentine's Day because they try hard to make up for the fact that you have nowhere to go. And also there is always refreshment.
Whoa. What church is that?
I don't know. I actually have not.
Okay.
I've not put any effort into planning something for Valentine's Day. It's on a Friday. Friday is no work, nothing. I plan to just on my couch and watch TV. That's what I
just
plan
do
to
something that makes you happy, something that is fun for you. Like,
after all the stress, I'll not come and be wearing clothes to go out. No. I will make myself happy. I will stay at home. I will eat food. I will watch television.
No, you shouldn't be in the same house for too long. Okay, let me read another one. So this one says, working at a vet clinic, we had a case where a dog had ingested some special Valentine chocolates.
Special.
These chocolates had THC in them. The dog ended up consuming approximately 200 milligrams of cannabis, leading to a serious problem. It was an emergency, so to say. So obviously, it was meant
chocolates
for the significant other to ingest.
Actually, it might actually be for a party.
Oh, okay.
So people do it a lot, like putting drugs inside food.
Yeah. I know.
Drinks.
I think some people do it in cakes. They call
in cakes. I know. We know drinks is very popular.
In chocolate cakes.
Why chocolates?
I know.
Like that dog was over high.
I know. So sad.
Over.
Poor dog.
Like, no, but seriously, what if it was a kid that ate it?
And children love chocolates.
Chocolate.
Because for the dog to
love chocolates. I might even be the one that eats it. What's it? No, like, we should be responsible with our plans for Valentine. It should be responsible. And don't do drugs. Don't do drugs.
We are trying to help your mental health here.
Don't do drugs for the sake of your future, for the sake of your present, for the sake of your family. Don't do drugs. Like, really. For the sake of your pets. Don't do drugs.
And even circling back to what Valentine truly connotes.
The day to become high?
No. Saint Valentine fought for something that was worth fighting for. Just for you to use that particular day
to take drugs.
To harm yourself.
No.
Let's call it what it is. To harm yourself. I don't think that for someone that fought for a just cause, I don't think it would be fair knowing that you fought for a just cause and people just took it out of context and you're doing drugs. All in the name of pleasure, all in the name of you want to have fun. Fun is what you call it. Fun is what you call it, not what people impose it to be. So if fun would be you being with family, gisting, if you choose that to be fun and it will be fun to you, drugs is not something to take pleasure in. It doesn't let anyone
It destroys the mind.
It destroys your mind.
It destroys your health.
It destroys your health.
And it destroys your family.
It destroys you. So please, it's not a time for doing drugs or
indulgence.
Or exactly. Like we said, make informed choices. And which means you've checked the pros, you've checked the consequences to it, and you're ready to live with the consequences, and you're glad about the pros that come with it. So please, this is me begging you.
Don't do drugs.
Please don't do drugs. Say no to drugs.
Say no to drugs.
Preserve your family, preserve your health, preserve the society.
Yes, say no to drugs, please. Even when you've made the informed decision and you want to take up the pros, still don't do drugs. Like, don't do drugs. Alright, so for our next story, a guy plans to impress his girlfriend with a candlelit dinner at a fancy restaurant.
Oh,
midway, his chair broke. He fell backward into a waiter carrying a red wine and food. The entire dish landed on his white shirt. Why are you wearing white shirt on Valentine's Day?
No, it's a sign of purity of love. Oh my!
The restaurant charged him for the broken chair.
Whoa.
His girlfriend laughed and almost choked.
I can imagine. He's seated and the chair broke. He fell backwards. But why would they charge him for the broken chair?
Like, probably it's also...
Is he so heavy that I'm just thinking.
Probably he's... But then that's just body shaming now.
And that goes to show that they use a substandard chair.
Exactly.
You should even charge them.
If it's a high-profile restaurant, the chair should be good. The guy should complain. Like, he's meant to complain that my chair broke.
Why would I
bad.
sit on a chair?
Except if he was bouncing on the chair.
Why will he? He's not a kid. He's here with a pretty lady sitting in front of him.
That's the answer.
So he wouldn't be rocking the chair, obviously.
Probably he was so excited and so he was
rocking.
Oh,
my baby is here.
Like candlelit dinner. Well, candlelit dinner is supposed to be mellow, sudden with whispers of love and hand touching through the distance. Probably then as she's eating her dessert, she just go, that's something in my face. She means that it's a diamond ring. Then he just goes down and like, baby, will you marry me? That is what it's meant to be. Not somebody's chair breaking.
You get?
I'm being charged by the restaurant
for the broken chair.
I mean, if I don't know, the kind, probably for the fact that he can take her to a fancy restaurant, probably is quite fancy himself. Then he'll be like a gentleman, like, okay, I'll pay for it. But if it was me, no, we will bring that place down. Then we pay for our dinner.
Yeah. So, for me, I would lastly say this: life is a journey, and it's not a journey to travel all alone. Seek people that have your best interests at heart, and ensure that you share the best moments with them. Those memories are what will last the longest.
Yeah.
Okay, and those are the memories that matter.
Exactly.
So don't try to beat yourself over someone that doesn't really matter in the grand spec of things. So because of you want to please the person, just a short-lived pleasure, you're now going all out for that person at the expense of people that you know truly love you, and they say it, they show it. So please look for people that have your best interests and prioritize their presence. Okay. So yeah, I think that'll be it on today's episode.
Also, to remember that love should not just be celebrated on Valentine's Day.
Yes.
It should be done every day. Valentine's Day is the day of was started as a day of honoring Saint Valentine, the priest who fought for the marriage of young ones, of young people during the time of King Julius. But you celebrating your loved ones shouldn't just be on Valentine's Day. You shouldn't remember to buy gifts for your wife on Valentine's Day only or during anniversary. It's not the only time you should buy gifts for your wife. Neither should wife wait till Valentine's Day to
buy boxers. Please, my gender.
Don't buy boxers.
Or
okay,
socks,
if he needs
or send prayers.
If
he already sent you money bouquet. And the next thing you pick out your phone and say, my love, my darling, oh, you're so amazing. I pray for you this day that God will help you. It will increase you. And that's just it.
At least cook special food for him now. If you cannot buy anything, cook special food for him. Surprise him with fried rice and chicken.
Cook if they don't know how to cook.
Oh Jesus! If you don't know how to cook, I don't know what you can do. Probably buy perfume. What of probably 500,000? That should be enough.
Well, if it's special to you, then just assume it's special to the other person. So while you're expecting a gift, be planning to gift. All right.
But it shouldn't only be on Valentine's Day.
Yeah. And love, like she has said, like we have said, isn't a day's thing. It should be a thing of lifetime.
Yeah.
You look out for people around you, people you know, people you don't know. You look out for people around you, ensure that you're speaking nicely to people, even on social media. You're saying encouraging things.
Twitter people.
So this people on X. So this is just a call to living for one another, basically. And I think that'll be it on today's episode. So thank you for sticking with us. So that's it on today's episode. Thank you very much for sticking with us till this point. We appreciate your continuous staying with us, right? Mm-hmm. So whether it has to do with wellness, it has to do with your health, your sexual health, your family health, Free Tribe Network is here for you to bring in insight into, to deep dive into insights on your family health, your personal health, and everything around that. So if today's episode has sparked a conversation or an idea, ensure that you spread it. Don't just keep it. And if you're yet to follow us on our social media networks,
subscribe.
Please do immediately. Please follow us on Instagram, on Facebook, on X, on TikTok. Follow us everywhere. And if you're yet to subscribe to our YouTube channel, why not?
Subscribe.
Just click on the subscribe button now and stay tuned to every update from the Free Tribe Network. Thank you very much for being with us in today's episode. Thank you and bye.
Bye.
Happy Valentine.